have some.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Yes, Have Some podcast. My name is Craig Goldberg, and I like to talk with a staccato now. That's what I do. I don't, but
It's a musical term.
It's a musical term.
Yeah,
There's
I like
other
that.
musical terms I know. Fucking treble clef,
Legato.
soprano.
Baritone.
Yes. Types of saxophones.
Cymbals.
Welcome to the show. Wow, man. October's been a lot of fun. We've been covering these movies, deep dives. Now, one thing that'll separate today's pick a little bit from the other ones is, well, for instance, Exorcist 3 and Jason Lives could not be further away as far as like tone and the type of horror movie they are. But Jason Lives is a movie I have seen quite a few times. I like the Friday the 13th movies a lot. Halloween's my all-time favorite slasher film, but I think Jason's my favorite slasher character. Wait, no, Freddy Krueger. I don't know. I haven't really thought about this through. But tonight,
everything you're saying, Craig, feels like you're 10 and you just spent the weekend watching
A bunch
Nightmare on Elm Street, Jason, Freddy Krueger, like for the first time, and you're like, yeah, well, my favorite is Michael Myers, but then my real favorite's Jason. That's what you just said.
And whatever, like the kid that you think is the coolest, whatever they say is their favorite, you're gonna be like, and that's mine too.
Yep, that's mine too.
That's
actually,
my favorite.
That's
yeah,
my
I was about
favorite.
to say that. It's also
And I don't
mine.
want to brag, but my dad is in Japan, and he sees a lot of the other Friday the 13th movies you guys haven't seen yet.
All the Japanese ones.
And you know, I've got them on DVD, but I can't show them to you. It's illegal, so no big deal.
I love that. I had a neighbor, sorry to veer off, who I remember she would say that she was on an episode of Wild and Crazy Kids, like the Nickelodeon show. And I'd be like, whoa, that's so cool. And she was like, oh, well, it didn't air, so can't show you. And I was just like, well, that's pretty fucking cool. Yeah, I was gullible at the time. But yeah.
I love kids fucking lie when you're a kid. And it's always because they're deep down, they're sad inside. There's something sad there.
I mean, listen, not to get real.
Yeah.
Adults are the exact same way.
Yeah.
They just can tell their lies in a different
On
way.
Facebook.
Yep. So I was trying to figure out this line from the movie that really made me laugh, and I'm looking up quotes from the movie, and you guys are right. Here's one. It's not the one I was thinking of, but I went to go cremate Jason, but I fucked up. That's a line in this movie. So I'm excited to talk about Jason. But let me check in with everybody. Jacob, how are you?
I'm doing good. I'm having a fun. Oh, you know what I've been thinking about? So I went to the farmer's market the other day, right up the road, get some fresh vegetables, you know?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the first time I've been in October, and they got a bunch of pumpkins out. You know, it's a farmer's market, so they got a really good selection of pumpkins.
Mm-hmm.
Now, they got about 3 pumpkins up there that are the biggest 3 pumpkins I've ever seen in my life. I mean, we would probably need help getting it. I don't even know if we could get it in the car, honestly. They're $65 a piece.
Mm-hmm.
And I am seriously considering buying one.
So you're thinking of investing in one of these large pumpkins?
I'm thinking of investing in a very large pumpkin.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to carve it. I just want to look at it. I just want to lay with it and admire its color,
just give
and
it
its smell.
Mm-hmm.
And I just want to own a pumpkin like that. I just want to own it. And I've literally been thinking about it for 3 or 4 days. And I was telling my coworkers about it today. I was like, yeah, guys, I'm thinking about it. Because one of my coworkers just bought a new vehicle. And I was like, yeah, well, you know, I've been thinking about getting this pumpkin.
That is so funny. Because I was about to make the joke when you were telling the story. I was like, well, get pumpkin insurance. And maybe, and I was also going to recommend, I was like, why don't you hollow it out and then use it as a carriage? Seeing as that's like a Cinderella thing, which would be cool. So you got
Abby,
a pumpkin.
I've got a question.
Yeah.
That's a good pumpkin idea. Abby, I've got a question for you.
Yeah.
If you're ever encountering an old, grave tender, like the guy who tends to the grave.
Yeah.
and he looks out and says, "Does he think I'm a fart head?" How do you respond to that? Because that's another line of this movie.
I respond by fucking laughing and going, "Thank you, movie. This is great. This is just what I needed." Yeah, this movie does
That's a
have a ton
job
of
I
lines.
want, by the way.
Grave
Yeah.
tender.
I want, when I become an old man, I want to be the I want to be the creepy old man who works apparently overnight at the cemetery.
Yep.
Yeah, and who it wasn't the first time that he's had to like refill a grave or something. And I love the way
Often.
he's like, "I'm gonna
Doesn't-
get blamed for this."
He doesn't think it's weird at all. He's
No.
just
No.
refilling. They're like, "Hey, you refilled the grave," and he's just like, "Yeah, what? So that's my job." And it's like, "Hey, didn't you think it was weird that it was a grave that currently was full
Yeah.
or previously was full?"
I will give him props though for enjoying the hell out of his alcohol. I will say that much
Oh.
for someone who's been there myself watching him.
Well,
it's
he-
just, I was like, I don't
not
think anyone
to-
really likes it that much.
And not to jump ahead and we haven't even introduced what we're fucking doing, but I love when he looks at his alcohol bottle and says, "You'll be the death of me." And then Jason uses the bottle to cut his neck open.
It's fucking
Yeah.
poetic. Yeah.
it is, and that's why tonight
What are we talking about?
we are talking about 1986. That's what we're talking about. And the movie is Jason Lives, Friday the 13th, Part 6. A movie I am fond of. If I were to rank all the Friday the 13th movies, I feel like this would be in my top 3 or 4. I've obviously have a deep affinity for the original. I really love Part 4, which is the Crispin Glover movie.
The final chapter.
The final
Part
the
4 is the
Corey
final
final
Feldman.
chapter. And also, yeah, you get Corey Feldman as
Mhm.
is he the best version of the Tommy Jarvis? Look, maybe, but I like Tommy Jarvis in Part 6. I think he brings the heat. We saw that actor, Tom Matthews, right?
Mhm.
At when we did our Return of the Living Dead episode. So I'm excited to talk about this tonight. Always a lot of fun when you're watching a Friday the 13th movie. The first thing that strikes me about this movie, it's really not that gory. And it doesn't have some of the strong sexual content and nudity that one might expect from a Friday the 13th movie. It's got a little bit, not a lot.
It's like softcore. I'm trying to recall. Is there any actual nudity?
No,
No.
there's no nudity.
No. I
don't
There's
remember
nudity
seeing
in
any
this movie.
tits.
There's a sex scene, a fully clothed
Fully
sex
clothed.
scene.
Mhm.
Followed by one of the best scenes I've ever seen in my life where the guy's driving the RV and he keeps saying, "Man, is this rock? This really rocks."
That
That's what you say
character's
when you-
name is Court, and I fucking love him. He's a stone cold stallion with a single earring, and I love
Yeah.
him.
He also
yeah.
has that actor. There's a scene where he's like he's like bullshitting the kids and teaching them about the
Yeah,
the
Native
rocks, the
Mhm.
Native
Oh,
American
yeah.
rocks, and
Mhm.
he's just his lines are so funny.
He,
Craig,
he reminds me
I
of Ted
think
Marino. It's very funny.
Craig, I think that's the worst thing about this movie. It's the only thing I like. First of all, I like this movie. It is good, but that is the worst part about it. The fact that almost all the deaths cut away
Mhm.
is strange for a Friday the 13th. You know, like part Friday the 13th part 1. I get to watch a fucking arrow go through Kevin Bacon's throat, and then
Right.
everything is now. The kills are rad in this movie. They are cool, but they cut away too early. They all cut. Like, this movie is rated R, but
Right.
I don't know. They were trying something a little different, and the kills are all a little watered down, and that is the biggest annoyance for me.
Right.
Mhm. There's,
Right.
I believe, even one kill where it's like they just immediately go outside of the cabin and just show you the exterior of the cabin. So yeah, I agree with you on that point. It doesn't have like the gruesome satisfaction, I suppose, of a lot of the other big slasher movies.
Yeah, and this movie is definitely famous for changing a little bit of the tone and direction of the franchise. Part 5, which is A New Beginning, is a little bit of a polarizing movie in the Jason fandom. because Jason's not in it, right? It's like a copycat killer, and
Well, you gotta, Craig, you gotta back up a little bit. If we're gonna talk about this,
let's do it.
Hey, pause that van and hit pause on the rock and roll music. Let's get to the beginning.
Okay. Well, yeah, we got to go back to the beginning.
In the final chapter, which is part 4, Tommy Jarvis kills Jason.
Right.
With a machete in the face over and over. Like, he kills Jason. Jason is dead.
Mhm.
That was originally meant to be it.
Right.
A New Beginning was supposed to introduce a new killer and a new like run of films. And, you know, he still was wearing a mask. It was different. It had the blue. They wanted to keep, you know, the look of Jason, but give it a new story and be a new person because we've killed Jason. Jason is
He's
dead.
done. He's gone.
Mhm.
He's a goner.
I like A New Beginning, but I don't like that it doesn't have Jason. Like, that is a thing most people don't like. They don't like that it's not Jason. And I get it.
I don't even like watching the first movie that much because Jason's not in
Right,
it.
exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
It's like,
So the movie doesn't do as well. People don't like it. They want Jason. So this movie happens. Jason lives. They have to bring Jason back they've killed him 2 movies ago. So that's why the A New Beginning's kind of not even considered in it's like this is a direct sequel to the one before it. Tommy Jarvis, who is the biggest idiot in the franchise. Tommy Jarvis kills Jason when he's a child.
Yep.
Right?
yeah.
This is what, 10 years later or something like that. And a movie opens right in the middle of the action.
Which
and
I like.
I like it too. He's talked his friend who has no questions as to what they're doing. He's just like, yeah, I'll dig up this grave with you. And he's just helping him.
Mhm.
But he's like, it's been 10 years you killed Jason. Like, he's dead. It's been 10 years. But you're like, well, I got to make sure he's dead. And you,
I'm having dreams.
and you're solely responsible for bringing him back to life. And not just bringing him back to life, turning him into a zombie
Right.
into which he can never die again.
Completely
He's
reanimated.
stronger, in fact. Yeah.
Yeah.
The concept of accidentally resurrecting somebody is very funny to me. And yeah, the buddy that's with him in this opening, Tommy Jarvis, who's played by Tom Matthews, the suspender wearing guy from the Return of the Living Dead that we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
I really like that scene. I really like the cemetery. It has like a southern gothic feel.
It is a great scene. Jason looks
goofy.
awesome. Like,
Yeah.
It's weird because the first. I'm gonna get right back to you.
You're good.
Sorry to cut you
You're
off.
good. No, I'm done. You're good.
The opening is really great and it's really tense, and they get right into it. And Jason looks so cool as a zombie. I mean, first of all, this movie is responsible for taking the series into this is a big turn
Yeah.
for the Friday the 13th series. This is the beginning of the zombie Jason, which is the superior Jason. And he really looks great in this movie. His costume is good. His mask is good. Everything about him looks great. But when he's walking around without his mask at the beginning, it's really awesome. It's scary. And he finds his mask, which Tommy brings for
brings the
some
mask.
reason, brings it to him.
Hey, you bring stuff when you went and saw Scream. You both brought Scream masks.
That's true. You're
He
right.
wanted to make a post on
He
Instagram.
wanted to make an Instagram post at the grave.
He's got these doing.
Somebody
He's
take
like,
He's doing the prayer here.
make sure the angles are good. Yeah.
Doing that.
But there is a shot where Jason picks up the mask. He's like, oh, hey, that's my mask.
Mhm.
And there's like a slow zoom. His back is to the camera and he turns right towards the camera and they zoom in on the mask.
Mhm.
That is the money shot. It is the best shot in the movie. And what's weird is that directly after it, there's this weird close up on Jason's eye and they do a parody of the 007 movies.
Well, James Bond action.
There's a James Bond shot.
For no reason, and I love it.
It's like the movie's serious until that.
Yeah, 100%. Which is like, and that ends up kind of being the tone for the rest of the movie, where
Mhm.
it's like it is scary, and there are like like seriously upsetting things happening. There's a serial killer, it looks like, on the loose at a camp with kids. So like there's serious stuff going on, but there's also
there's very
some
serious stuff going on.
meta humor and like
I wanted
breaking the
all
fourth
those kids
wall.
to die.
Yeah.
Listen, this movie's so serious that in the middle of these murders, there's a corporate paintball outing.
That's how
which they cut to out of nowhere,
Mhm.
and you spend 10 to 15 minutes with characters that have nothing to do with the rest of the movie. And
Mhm.
also, hey, I got notes here.
Me too.
Let me read you the note that I took during this paintball scene.
Okay.
And it
Yeah?
was mainly the music and everything.
Yeah.
Why does this feel like Ernest Goes to Camp?
Oh,
Dude, that's what I said. I'm gonna like lose my headphones. Sorry. I also need to read what I wrote. Continue.
That's it. That's the note I took. That's the fucking note. I was like, this feels like I'm watching. The music got all silly.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this feels like Ernest. This feels like Jason's in an Ernest movie.
Yeah,
I
Ernest
wish
Saves
that would have
Camp.
happened.
I agree with you. I didn't actually. I was moved to look it up and be like, was there an Ernest movie that came out before this that preceded this?
Well,
movie?
when did Ernest Goes to Camp come out?
We can look it up.
Yeah, I can check
Because
that out.
I would
My
love
notes,
Ernest
while you
Goes
look
to
that up,
Camp.
Yeah.
My notes on the corporate paintball game interlude. Here's what I wrote. Cut all of this, please. Just like, I don't fucking need this. This movie's pretty damn decent without it. And like
Well, the
the
cast
characters are such like slapsticky characters.
Hey, this actually came out. This came out a year before Ernest Goes to Camp. This came out in 1986. Ernest Goes to Camp came out in 1987.
You know what I mean, Vern?
Do you think Ernest was maybe this the origin? I don't know.
Well, Ernest, I mean, listen,
Spiritual origin of Ernest.
I think so basically what we're talking about, if you haven't seen the movie, which why are you listening to this? Go watch the movie. Spoilers. Early in the movie, after Tommy Jarvis decides that the only way he can make sure Jason is dead is by reanimating his body and ensuring that he's not dead.
It's the dumbest thing ever. It's like, hey,
It's
well,
the
we really need to bring Jason back. How do we do it? And it's like, hey, what if he gets struck by lightning and that reanimates the body? That alone is like, okay, cool, that makes sense. But then they're like, what if Tommy Jarvis does it? No,
Right.
Why?
But
No,
then
yeah, it's illogical.
after this, we see like one of the first other like main kills is where there's two camp counselors. They're heading to the new camp, which obviously used to be Camp Crystal Lake, is now Camp
Mhm.
Forest Green,
Forest Green.
or
Mhm.
Camp Blood, is the locals like to refer it to.
Well, that's
Mhm.
they've always called it that.
And you're referring to Darren and Lisbeth, who are in
Darren
the,
and Lisbeth,
lunch buggy. Yeah.
Yeah. Which some very funny dialogue, and she says, there's kind of like a couple meta moments. I've seen enough scary movies to know not to trust any guy in a mask or whatever she says.
Yeah.
Fun stuff, fun kills. But once you get to the next day, you realize there's this paintball scene with these people have nothing to do with the plot of the movie. They're just there to get a couple extra kills in. That's the only
Yeah.
reason. And for that, I say, whatever.
Yeah.
There's-
Well, one of the kills is so like I'm not remembering. I think this happens to one of the paintball guys. So there's the one paintball guy who's like being super like shitty, and he's like, they shouldn't even let women play this game.
Oh,
Like he's
yeah.
saying stuff
yeah,
like that.
Uh-huh.
he's fat shit.
And-
The other guy.
Yeah.
Whenever
yeah.
Jason kills him, is he the guy who Jason slams his head up against the tree and it forms the smiley face, but in
I
blood?
think so. Yeah.
I
It's
believe
like
that is-
it's like the famous Forrest Gump smiley face, but it's all blood. And then he's holding his machete, and the guy's hand is like still attached to it. Yeah, because that's the guy who's doing he's hacking through the bush. That's where Jason gets the machete.
Yep.
Yeah, I love all that stuff. It's very good.
Well,
I do too.
I'm
But
upset.
also, why?
Go for it. I'll tell you in a second.
All I was going to say is, speaking of weaponry, I think it's cool that Jason's like wielding the thing that brought him back to life as a weapon for the first
Mhm.
couple kills.
Oh yeah.
And then he
Yeah.
switches to the machete.
I'm upset we're 20 minutes into our Jason Lives conversation and we have not talked about my absolute favorite character in this movie, which is the sheriff. Sheriff Garris, father of Megan, even though they look like they are the same age.
And might have hooked up at some point.
Yeah,
It might have fucked.
Let's see.
Yeah, I got notes on him. He's got nice eyes, great mustache, and obvious chemistry with Megan. Is what
let's talk about Megan. Megan's the kind of main female antagonist, kind of final girl ish, if there was one, but not really.
She's a bad bitch with a bad car.
There you go. Got a hairy turn coming up. Remember that line?
Do we want to talk about that yet, or no?
No, not yet. I just want
to save it.
There's nothing better than that. Whatever that is. This is the best. Basically, like in a lot of Jason movies, camp's back open. There's going to be these kids coming to camp. I don't know who these parents are who are willing to send their kids to this camp with these counselors who have no idea how to be counselors, what a counselor is or does. Like, this is a crazy
counselors
scenario.
Who bring like pornographic materials with them to like peruse at the campsite.
I mean, it's just a very strange situation, and they show up at the sheriff's office, and they're like, hey, our friends are missing in this town where Jason always kills people. And the sheriff's like, I bet it's Tommy Jarvis doing it. Like, it's like... some really fun stuff. But yeah, Megan and Tommy. Now, Abby, let me ask you this. Do Megan and Tommy have any chemistry at all?
Yeah, I mean... I see the chemistry because I find them both to be attractive, and I think they're both interesting. And I like the extremes of the characters that they're playing. I like a bad girl who's like going against and defying her father and falling in love and being risky. I like that stuff. And then Jarvis is, I mean, I'm not going to say that he's like the best, the actor. I forgot his name already. I'm not going to say his acting is the most incredible, Tom Matthews, but I will say his screen presence and like just physicality, his face, everything. He's really pleasant to watch on screen, and I got a little crush on him. So I think that I felt the chemistry. At least I wanted to see them hook up.
Well, the thing about Megan is like it's the thing that's in every one of these movies, every one of these horror movies. They still do it to this day. Scream did it. Is that the main girl, like the final girl, her group of friends that she hangs out with, she seems to be a kind of person who wouldn't hang out with any of these people. It's always like a group of the worst people you've ever seen in a movie. They're all like shitty. They're all talking like assholes. And then the one sweet girl who's their best. And I'm like, why are you with these people? It's like that in everything. Like that's, it's Sid and Scream. It's every horror film. It's just so funny.
Like, girl, your friends are shitty. Like, move on. Yeah, I hear you.
So when Tommy's at the sheriff's office and he's trying to convince everybody that Jason's back, I understand why they
when he grabs the gun off the fucking. It's like, why don't you do the worst thing possible? Is this what you're talking about?
No, this is earlier, but this is just like he comes off as crazy. Like everything he does in this movie is insane. So it's like I'm not surprised if we're gonna really analyze the plot. I'm not very surprised that the cops like. And why is Megan so into Tommy immediately? Like, what is that about? I don't know. Maybe I just have it in my mind how
still like hormones, Craig.
Yeah, no, dog.
Yeah,
called being young.
There are some interesting kills in this movie. I do really like the RV scene. That kind of happens a little bit later. We talked about, but I think the thing that I like,
you like the him in the bathroom pulling her into the bathroom, and I mean, actually, when he slams her face into the mirror, and you see it through the other side,
it's kind of cool.
It's really cool.
But I think what I like about this movie is it kind of plays more like a comedy, and a little bit more like winking at the camera a little bit, and it's just a fun watch. It's a lot of it. It's a fun watch.
There's a scene. Hold on. There's a scene at the beginning of this movie with the old caretaker guy in the graveyard before he gets killed. And he's digging a grave and he sees, or he has a run in with Tommy Jarvis or something. And he's digging a grave and he's like talking about how dumb kids are or whatever. And he looks directly, he stops what he's doing. He looks directly into the camera and he has a line that's like, well, there's just no accounting for what people think of as entertainment these days. But it's a fourth wall break
Hell yeah.
because to the people who are watching this movie.
My big issue with this movie is that it's like the only movie to actually have kids at the camp.
Yeah, but then they don't do anything.
They don't
I was
do
like,
anything.
I was like, dude, if Jason slaughters all these kids, that'd be amazing. But like the only thing I forget the kids are there. And then there's this great scene where the sheriff comes in and he's like, all right, kids, hide under your beds and be quiet. And then they cut to this weird scene where all the kids dive under the. It's like they jump higher than they should be. And it's like, well, that has to be painful. You don't have to jump. Why are you jumping under the bed like that?
Like they're swimming.
Jump onto the floor. Yeah, it looks like they're jumping off a diving board.
The best part, well, that all of that's funny, but when Megan first comes in to like let them know, she's like, "It's okay, I'm here, I'm Megan," and like she like explains to the kids who, they never have an introduction, so it's like, okay, I guess they know you.
But then they also like he tells them to all get under, to hide, which they do,
Mm-hmm.
and then like a couple minutes later, I think it's Megan who comes back in to get all the kids or whatever to make sure they're okay.
Yeah.
And as soon as she opens the door, it's a shot of all the beds, and then the kids just all scream, and it's like, oh, well, it doesn't matter if you're hiding or not because you're all screaming.
And there's one kid that's like not hiding under the bed. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with that kid?
Guys,
why did you die?
Just going back, Jacob, when you the thing you're specifically referencing, I laughed so hard because
we rewound it actually, so
I rewound it because I was like, this kid, if you were to run and jump, he like Superman flies.
But it's multiple. They would have multiple kids who do it
on the hardwood floor.
It's multiple kids who do it, and they show it happening on this side of the room, and then they show an angle of the other side of the room, and those kids are doing it too. And I'm like, why are they all jumping like that?
It reminded me.
Did they hire stuntmen for this?
It reminded me of in Star Trek Generations. There's like an explosion on the Enterprise.
Yeah,
and there's like this guy who comically is flipping around for like way longer than he should be. I loved it. Those are the little things in these type of like lower budget, but I love that kind of stuff where I'm like, let's explore the logic of what we're seeing on screen, and it all just unravels like.
That kind of jump would only make sense if you were like on a trampoline or like in a bouncy house or something where like the whole ground
it looks like they must have ran into the jump, like they're backing up and running and jumping. It's not, it's like, why are you doing that?
This movie was filmed in our home state of Georgia, not far from Atlanta. It's a real campsite in a real real town, real cemetery. And I don't know if the stuntmen who performed this diving move were all
children's dives.
They're all locals.
I don't know if it was local hires or
I was a child diver and Friday the 13th.
Dude, I've seen celebrities of less remarkable status than
that's true.
Child
also
diver sitting at conventions. Okay. Okay. So can you guys I'm in one of those giddy, goofy moods about this movie because I'm having a lot of fun thinking about it. So what else? So like the plot is the plot. It's a Friday the 13th movie. Jason's on the loose. There's a bunch of unremarkable supporting cast members that are just there to have sex and eventually die. But like you said, not a lot of sex. Definitely some death. And Tommy Jarvis kind of gets locked up in the holding cell.
Yeah, the writers didn't know what to do with Tommy Jarvis at this point,
right.
So they have to just get him in jail. And then it's really weird because Megan is there and she's like drawing a picture, and Tommy's like, "What are you drawing? I want to see it." And so she goes and gets up to see it, and then they kiss, and then he acts like surprised about the kid. I'm like, what is happening here? What is this scene?
It is such an awkward kiss. And I was so let down by this kiss because I am one who's all about the buildup, all about the tease, all about the edging. So I thought that this was going to be like a super hot, awesome. And I've already mentioned I have a crush on Tommy. I'm like, oh, cool. This is going to be badass. But it's the most stilted, strange meeting of lips. And it is, that's all I can say about it. Is it's really, really weird. And I wanted it to be better.
Yeah, there's just some weird stuff going on. There's another scene. I don't remember if this takes place before or after Tommy being in jail, or maybe it happens while he's in jail. But Megan's dad comes across Jason at the behind the cabin with where the wood is,
right?
And he shoots Jason with like a shotgun.
Mm-hmm.
Jason falls down,
goes down,
but then he gets up and he shoots him with the shotgun again. Jason falls down. But then he gets up and he shoots him with the shotgun again. Jason falls down, but then he gets up. And then he tries to shoot him with the shotgun again, but he's out of shells. So then he picks out his revolver, which is a much smaller caliber, gun than the thing he just shot Jason with 3 times. And he shoots Jason again. And Jason doesn't fall down, but he looks annoyed. And it's a weird scene. Yeah. And then when Jason starts walking towards him, he like looks at his gun and then he just turns around and runs into the woods.
Wait,
and Jason just follows him like really slowly.
Yeah.
And it's that whole scene's really funny, but like it ends up, so Jason ends up killing him and he does it in he like bends him backwards.
Oh yeah, it's pretty gnarly.
Yeah, it's gnarly looking. And I'm like, oh, what a shitty way. And it really it really shows Jason's so Jason's this like strong, unbeatable. He kills people in really wild ways. And that's one of the fun things about these movies is that there's all these really weird, gross, but silly death scenes. But imagine you're the person who Jason couldn't even get a creative kill out and literally all he did was pushed you so hard that your body bent in half.
Yep.
And then he just gets up and walks away and it's like that's how that guy died. Yep. That's it.
There's several moments of that. Yeah.
There's a weird piece of lore in this movie. I love how lore is introduced in these kind of franchises because they just start throwing stuff in, and you're like, I know
what you're gonna say.
Take it for face value. So when Tommy says the only way that you can kill Jason is to send him back to his original resting place where he was drowned in 1957, I was like,
wait, where'd you get that?
Yeah, it says do you have the book of Jason?
You thought Jason was dead for 10 years.
Hey, he was dead.
He was dead.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you're just making this up. Also, what we know from the sequels to this movie is that Jason just ends up hanging out in the water tied to the rock for a couple years. It doesn't kill him. It doesn't do anything but give him he's
barnacles.
Just all right, I guess I'm just going to hang it. I mean, literally when they cut to the next movie, he's just alive, but just under the water. Oh shit.
Yeah. He just stayed down there.
He stayed down there until that Carrie girl broke the chain and let him out.
Yeah.
I think that it's weird because when I really start thinking about the movie, there's a lot of things in here that just make no sense, are weird. The characters aren't that great, but it is a very fun movie to watch.
Yeah, it's just fun. I mean, it's all the Jason, even the bad Jason movies have something about them that keep them from, I mean, it's one of the reasons I like Jason over Michael Myers and don't like the Halloween movies as much, because these movies have, maybe not all of them, but overall the overarching, feeling of the Friday the 13th films is fun. So even the movies that are a little harder to watch or might not be as good, they're still, maybe Crispin Glover's in there being a fucking weirdo, or maybe the kills are especially creative in one, or maybe Jason looks really cool in one. There's all kinds of things that keep you kind of going back to those movies. And this was kind of the beginning of the really good Jason movies. So
yeah. And there's a really good scene where Megan and Tommy. So there's a couple funny things that happen. First, Megan's going to help Tommy get supplies. They never really go into detail of what these supplies are, what they're going to be used for, where they're going to
Yeah.
go.
In the book of Jason.
Yeah. So there's like a jail, like he gets out of the jail cell. She pulls a gun on the other cop and uses his laser scope against him and puts it on
Yeah,
his
That
head.
gun is ridiculous, by the way.
Wait, we have to talk about the line. That was the thing I think you're trying to think of, Craig, which is the red dot means ya bang.
You
That's
bang.
it. That's
Ya
the
bang.
line. They say it
I got it.
twice.
Fucking
Yep.
remembered it.
The red
Ya
dot
bang.
means ya bang. It sounds like they met whatever the line was. They messed it up. That's can't. No one wrote that.
But then they had to say it twice.
Yeah, nobody wrote
I
that.
know.
It should have been. You're
Ya
supposed to be.
bang.
You're dead. But he said ya bang.
Ya bang.
Thank you, Abby.
You're welcome. Incredible writing. What a great bit of writing. Yeah, I
we
would
could
say
write a Jason movie. It's like you
I know,
watch these
of
movies and you're like,
course.
wait, well, how
about
who wrote
this?
this?
Seeing his
Mhm.
corpse ain't gonna stop your hallucinations. Seeing it won't, but destroying it will. Jason belongs in hell, and I'm gonna see that he gets there. Cut to
Mm.
resurrecting Jason forever.
whoops. All resurrections.
So when they bust him out, though, and listen, we talked about Exorcist 3 last week, and there's a lot of Catholicism talk and the resurrection of Jesus Christ. And like, I'm not saying Tommy Jarvis was involved in that as well. I'm just saying
He probably was.
Now,
Hey,
not in
maybe
most of the
Jesus would.
apostles'
Maybe Jesus would
accounts.
actually be here if Tommy Jarvis was the one doing the resurrection. Maybe if you guys would write Tommy Jarvis into your book, we'd actually have Jesus Christ back on this earth right now.
I call him.
Yeah, fuck
Yeah,
Mary Magdalene.
Actually,
Wait, I want to Photoshop a picture of like Jesus hanging on the cross, but Tommy Jarvis with the big steel.
so listen, they bust out, and he's like, "It's too dangerous for you," and she's like, "Shut up, I'm driving." Like whatever. So
Mhm.
this is where they're rushing back to the camp.
Well, she did like the standard. Nobody drives this car but me, which is
Right,
cool.
right.
I respect it. Yeah.
She bought it with her own money, probably. There's no way she bought it on her father's cop salary in that small town. They go on this kind of like wild goose chase, and there's cops, there's a roadblock, and she's trying to hide Tommy. She's driving. So she forces his head into her lap, which is
Mhm.
whatever. And then they
Right.
cut to this like crotch shot multiple times. Which like
Yes.
we know where his head is.
I loved this so much. I loved seeing a female driver receiving roadhead. I thought that was just fantastic.
It's very rare.
It's super rare, and that's why. Well, 'cause
Very rare.
they might not show
It's
you
hard.
like
It's hard to
full
do.
frontal or anything like that in this movie. But for me, as I've mentioned, someone who likes a little tease and a long tease, I found that scene to be very erotic, and I really enjoyed it. And I thought it was a fun little adventure and departure. So yeah, I will say that to me, the movie did have some sexy elements, and
Had
that
some
was
stuff.
one of them.
One thing I was doing some digging, and it said that this was cut from the movie or cut from the script, but there was going to be some lore introduced about Jason's dad. And then I realized, like, man, we
Yeah.
never really do learn anything about Jason's dad. I'd like to know.
I wonder if Jason knew more about his dad.
Wait, we do learn all about Jason's dad
We do?
in Freddy versus Jason. When it's revealed,
Okay.
Jason's
Okay.
dad is Freddy Krueger.
No, they don't reveal that.
It's a
What?
dream.
Why would they-
No, it's a dream. It's a dream. There's a dream sequence.
Gotcha.
Well,
gotcha.
both of their
Remember,
moms are
there's-
named
it's not-
Martha.
It's not real, but remember when he's in like when Freddy's giving him a nightmare.
Okay.
It shows Freddy at the camp, and he's
You know what sucks? Because we'll probably never
But it's
do.
not real.
Probably never do Freddy versus Jason, and like maybe we will. I always get the inclination to watch that
that?
movie. And
Yeah, what
it,
the fuck? I'm putting it on the list.
It kind of sucks though. It's not good.
It does. Yeah, it kind of sucks, but like all these movies kind of suck.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
like-
listen, movies that kind of suck from the mid '80s have like a specific charm that did not exist in the
It's a
early
different.
2000s.
It's a
you know?
different kind of suck than.
Yep.
Right,
Yeah.
right. That's
You're-
it.
You're right.
It's a different kind of suck.
Um,
This movie sucks, but it's amazing.
Before we keep going, like I know we were talking about the RV,
Mm-hmm.
but
Mm.
when the RV flips and Jason is standing on top of the RV and it's on fire,
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
It's
That's
very
pretty
cool.
fucking cool, dude.
Actually,
Yeah.
there's also fire at the end of the movie, and it's very cool. Jason is a cool, like,
He just looks cool.
he looks cool. And this is CJ Graham. I don't know how many Jasons he did. This was his first one. I think he only did one or two. But I like his
Yeah.
build.
Yes.
I think this is the only one he did.
It's the only one. He's got a good build.
frame.
Yeah, because I think I'm not 100% sure, but I think Kane Hodder's after this one. Right?
Well, yeah, he's definitely the next one. I don't know
Okay.
if it was
Kane Hodder. So Kane Hodder was in The New Blood, Jason Takes Manhattan, Jason Goes to Hell.
I think that's it.
Is that it?
Yeah.
It says
Mhm.
4. He was in 4 films. Yeah. Those 4. Yep.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I wanted to kind of like talk about the supporting cast a little bit, but everyone's so like unremarkable. Abby, do you have anything you want to cover on that?
Sure. I mean, I can run down because I did do a small breakdown of everybody, and
Yeah.
I've already covered Tommy Jarvis, played by Tom Matthews. He escapes a mental institution in the beginning to destroy Jason and isn't believed by the cops. And then he finds love in a jail cell. That's hot. That's what I put down. Next, Darren and Lisbeth, which we've already talked about. Those were the two that were in the Volkswagen Beetle that had that like fourth wall kind of kill. Next, Megan, we've already covered her. Hot girl, hot car, sheriff's daughter. Girls just want to have fun. And yeah, all that stuff. Next was Sissy, and she was the one that had the football jersey with the suspenders under it with like sweatpants, which I found to be a very unique outfit.
Is she the one who got her head twisted off?
Kind of like a bottle top, right?
He twisted
yeah,
one
it
of the
gets
girls'
twisted.
heads off.
Yeah, I'm seeing her face and like the eyes and stuff. Yeah, that's what happens with her kill. And then there's Court, who's Tom Findlay, and that's the guy from the RV kill.
Yes.
He's got the earring and loves
He's
rock
the
and roll.
most like, well, now that I'm thinking of it, there's really, because Tommy's like in his own world, usually there's like a balance of like, it'll be like 3 guys and 3 girls, but it's mostly girls. It's mostly female or like actresses.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's like 3 girls. There's Paula, who's Elizabeth's sister, and I think that might be, let's see. Yeah, then the sheriff, which we've already discussed. And Court and Nikki. Nikki is the girl that was in the RV that just wants to have fun.
He's like, somebody unplugged the RV. He's like, do you know how cold it is out there? I'm like, hey, nobody in this movie has acted or looked cold once.
If you're cold, why are you wearing a cutoff shirt and jeans with holes all in them?
Yeah. He's like, that's what I always have sex in. Those are my sex clothes. Don't you
They're already ripped and open, so I don't really have to like move them that much. Yeah, I agree. That's a fun scene. I liked when the RV was moving and Nikki was like kind of falling back and then gets taken. We've talked about that by Jason into that bathroom kill. And that's a cool tight shot.
There's something else we haven't talked about in this movie yet.
Okay.
Maybe the worst theme song of all time.
Oh, like, is it the score? Or like they actually, there's like a,
I don't know if you guys realize this, but Alice Cooper has like 3 songs in this movie.
Yep.
I did.
They're all bad. They're all bad. But the song that plays over the credits is like a Jason Lives theme song written and performed by Alice Cooper. And it's bad. I bet you he did not know he was supposed, like maybe he forgot he said he would do this. And the lyrics sound like he just wrote it, like he just freestyled it or something.
Dude, you know what I wish it was? You know how Prince wrote the Batman soundtrack, but didn't read the script and just made his own story up? Is that what Alice Cooper did as well?
Yeah, that's what it. I believe the song you're referencing, Jacob, is
He's Back.
He's Back. The Man Behind the Mask by Alice Cooper from Constrictor.
Yeah.
Well, there's another Alice Cooper song that plays on the radio. It's like a Frankenstein one, right?
Well, yeah,
Frankenstein.
there's like 3 or 4 songs. He was like he did a lot of stuff for this movie.
Teenage
used a lot of
I was a teenage Frankenstein. It's bad. Like it's
not to be confused with his much better Frankenstein song from Wayne.
Okay, here's
Feed
the
my
lyric.
Frankenstein.
Here's the lyrics to Alice Cooper's "He's Back," the man
Okay.
behind the mask.
Okay.
What's the beat like? Dun, 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 dun,
That's
dun.
probably about it. You're with your baby, and you're parked alone on a summer night. You're deep in love, but you're deeper in the woods. You think you're doing all right. Did you hear that voice? Did you see that face? Or was it all just a dream? This can't be real. That only happens on the movie screen. But he's back. He's the man behind the mask. And he's out of control. He's back. The man behind the mask. And he's crawled out of his hole. Like, that's how the song goes. Like,
That's the fucking.
the chorus of the song.
That's some beat poetry shit. Like
It is
that's
so bad. It is the worst fucking. It's like, do you understand how amazing it would be to get asked to be like, hey, we're bringing Jason Bass back. We need someone to do the theme song for the end credit. That's a dream job.
That's the job. That's huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And that's what he comes up with. I would have just.
Yeah, that
thought-
feels like a Craig.
You're
right before a
swimming
live
with your
stream.
girl out on Lover's Lake and the wind blows cold. It chills your bones, but you're still on the make. That's a bad mistake.
Why wouldn't he say Crystal Lake instead of Lover's Lake? Like, you at least use the
makes no
lake from the
sense.
movie.
Yeah, the dude didn't. He didn't know for sure.
Dude, if I would have wrote
This
it,
is
my
so
lyrics would have been
dumb.
like, get your shovel, get some stuff, get your supplies. She made a reference to her muff. Jason lives. Yes, he does. Jason lives. He's living
Close
finally.
up on the muff.
Craig, Craig, what you just did is literally what Alice Cooper did to write this song.
Oh, I would do another one. It'd be like, it's the middle of the day and you're walking through the woods, playing some paintball and feeling good. Jason lives. Don't get no paint on him. Jason lives.
And your boss is a bitch.
And then the bridge would be like, Jason lives, he's living for the first time. Jason lives, he's got a lot of supplies. I love the supplies.
Don't
He's
kill
got-
kids. Jason lives.
Does he not kill the kids because he remembers what it was like to be a kid?
He's a kid himself on the inside. He's a
Kids don't kill
he
Kids don't
he
kill
doesn't
kids.
kill the kids because they can't have an NC-17 rating.
because they can't.
I don't like that.
I
That's bullshit to me. Well, you know, like in what was the new Halloween movie? Michael Myers walks in, he looks at the baby, and you think he's going to kill it. I'm not
Mhm.
saying like I want to see somebody slaughter a baby, but there's no reason for Michael Myers to not kill the baby. You know what I mean? There's no reason for Jason to not. He just kills everything and everybody, whether they're good or bad. So when he like doesn't kill a kid, that is bullshit.
I see your point, and I would counter with my theory, which is that Jason is a kid on the inside, and therefore he doesn't want to kill.
No,
him.
that I agree with.
You're right.
Michael
I mean,
Myers,
you're right.
I don't
You're right.
agree with.
The
Jason,
Michael Myers thing might be different.
I kind of root for Jason. I think he got a raw deal, and he's like,
I
you know.
agree.
But Michael Myers, you know, he's the evil. The evil's
Yeah,
here.
oh, yeah. He knows he's good.
He's so evil.
It's the top.
He's so evil. He doesn't even have fun in his movies.
He does.
does
No,
drive.
Michael Myers has some fun. He does some fun designs and stuff.
Well, whenever Busta Rhymes is in his movie, he has a little fun.
He has a little fun. If you really
Sometimes he puts on outfits and drives a car. So I guess
Mhm.
I guess it
That
is
now
good.
that's fun. That,
I
saw that.
literally want to see a deleted scene from the first Halloween where Michael Myers, before he has the mask, like has to get gas. He's just filling up. And
Right.
some guys like making small talk with him.
Yeah.
It's actually
He's-
pretty nice weather for October.
He stops at a gas station. He's like, "Hey, can you show me how to drive this thing real quick?"
He just takes driving.
Why does he
lessons.
know how to drive? Yeah.
I don't even know what this is. Yeah,
I don't know what this is. I don't have no idea
I-
what this do.
I don't know how to do any of this. I was gonna say he asked for a Claritin, which would be funny at the gas station because it's the fall.
Well, that's the
Um,
thing. It's like Michael Myers is evil, but like he's still a human being, which means he
Yeah.
sneezes.
Hey, he farts. Michael Myers farts. Jason's
does.
dead. He can't fart anymore.
But he can
Michael
be a
Myers
fart
is
head.
walking around in that outfit, Michael Myers has to take a shit sometimes.
Yeah, in the
He loves
sewer.
bathrooms.
In the sewer with his protege.
That's why he's lame, because Freddy Krueger and Jason are over there making fun of. They're like, "What are you still taking shits?
Shit's in the sewer.
So
You're gonna
bodily
unzip- you're,
functions-
you're telling me you take off that jumpsuit and you put it back on?
he does.
He doesn't have like the hole, like the little cutout piece from like
They're not
Long
long
John.
johns. Yeah.
No,
He has to. Michael Myers
Yeah.
has to wipe his ass, and
he
that
gets
is
completely
demeaning.
naked to take a shit. That's amazing.
But he's still wearing the mask.
Does Michael Myers get completely naked to take a shit? Is the question we're
He's
asking.
like George Costanza.
Hey, there's no way there's zero chance he wipes properly.
So are you saying
No,
there's a
he's
chance
He's a hand.
Michael Myers sits there with no pants and no shirt, but leaves the mask on?
100%. He
100%.
doesn't take that
100%,
mask
Yuko.
off.
That's pretty cool.
No,
That's actually,
no, that's
honestly,
him.
maybe that's why
Dude,
Tommy Jarvis wanted
he
to make
ate-
Jason a zombie.
He ate a dog. If you're thinking that didn't upset his stomach, he ate a raw dog.
He
Oh, I gotta
raw,
get this thing
His
off right
fucking
now.
pants were exploding.
he raw dogged.
Oh, dude. Oh, damn. He should have gotten a Tums too. So-
Yeah. Well, they're always exposing people's tums in those films. Not this one as much. The only movie to not be sent back by the ratings board. They submitted it
Yeah.
and they were like, all right.
I wonder why they did that. I wonder why they went a little light on the gore and the kills. I don't know if that's something either one of you came across.
Well, I
The
didn't.
reason why, or
The thing is like when you go back and watch the Friday the 13th movies, they're not really ever that gory. They always cut away. This one more than others. It's the nudity.
it's the nudity usually.
Yeah.
That's where you
Which-
get. And maybe because there's kids in the movie.
I don't know.
Weird.
I watched Jason Goes to Hell the other day with my mom, and it's got some pretty fucking gnarly shit in it.
Well, that is true.
Mm.
Well, that's where he goes. He
Mhm.
belongs in hell. Tommy Jarvis said so. I saw it.
Well,
Mm.
hey, don't watch Jason Goes to Hell then, because you don't see hell. Not once.
He never goes to hell. I've spoken to that. I remember going to watch that and being like, "Oh, cool! It's going to be like hell, and I can see what hell's like and what their version is." And
He
then
goes
never
to hell, but you never see. It's like you never get to see it.
Yeah. Let's make that movie.
So at the end of the movie, Tommy gets on a boat with his supplies.
Yeah,
He does
Mhm.
have his supplies because, as we said earlier, there's new lore that
his
says
tools.
the only way to kill Jason is to
That's tools.
bring him to his home. Now, I will say this: as silly as it is, Jason being chained to the rock and floating there, or whatever,
I
is
like that.
pretty iconic.
I want that snow globe.
That
Yeah.
exists for sure.
I like that as a way,
Mhm.
to take Jason out. It doesn't make sense, but it's a cool visual. Jason just
poetic.
floating at the bottom of Crystal Lake.
Yeah, I mean, I
forever.
think they make a fish thing for your fish tank. You can. It's fun.
Well, I'm pretty sure. Didn't NECA do
Oh,
a
yeah,
figure?
NECA made a figure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. That's very cool.
So he's out on the boat, and Jason's in there, and then there's some fire, and then Jason's on fire. The end's pretty cool. Visual.
A little note on the fire. How long does a ring of fire normally last on the water? Because I feel like that was one of the longest running rings of fire I've ever
I don't
seen.
know. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I've
I
seen,
don't know how we'd figure that out, but
go to the end of the Jaws ride.
I have a question about the fire on the water.
Yeah. Could you stop the boat real quick before we move on from
Would
Anthony
this
here?
kill Jason?
what kind of chemicals are we using here?
You lead up to the driver, like you're at Tokyo Universal Studios.
Uh-huh.
You're like, hey man, real quick. Oh, could this kill Jason?
Could this kill Jason? Is this Jason Killer?
Would this kill Jason? Would this,
If it's a good tour guide or tram driver, then they'll probably tell you yes.
Yeah,
It will,
it can.
it's
It's in the lore.
because they know everything.
and you think Tommy dies and he doesn't. It's the classic movie thing where he coughs.
Oh, it's
blood in.
romantic.
Hey, is the coughing water thing out real?
The what?
Like in every movie and TV show ever where you think somebody's drowned and they're giving them CPR.
Oh, and they cough.
yeah.
Well, yeah, because when you drown because you swallow
Mhm.
water and it goes where it's not supposed to go.
Mhm.
So if you get CPR or something, you expel that water. I've never seen
like, does it right? I get this concept, but does it really ever happen?
Yeah.
I mean, probably it might not look as dramatic as it does in the movies, but I would assume
Right.
yes. because you're
The
getting
physics
the
of
wa-
that.
You have to get the water out to not die.
You have to get the water.
Yeah, it's the cause, the culprit. And yeah, I was kind of a sucker for the ending. I thought it was like a fun love conquers all type thing, like Ariel rescuing Eric from the water and bringing him back kind of a moment. So I was all for it. And you're laughing, so go ahead, Jacob.
I'm sorry. I'm not laughing at you. I'm just laughing at this is the episode where we realize Craig doesn't understand drowning.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
I understand drowning. I do.
When you drowned, now no water actually goes into your body, right?
The water doesn't fill up in your lungs or anything, right?
That's
We're not
not that
talking
water's
lung-
not real.
We're not talking
That's
lung
like
water.
ketchup.
No, I'm just saying, like every
Mhm.
movie ever, they're like, and the girl's like, oh my god, and then he goes,
Yeah.
like
Well, there's
You're
there's
thinking
a
of The
reason why. it's
Wendy
because
Peppercorn.
that's all right.
Yeah.
Wendy
Sorry.
Peppercorn. Hey, The Sandlot sucks. That movie sucks. Is that a hot take?
It's subpar. It's not a hot take. It's a subpar movie. It's like The Wonder Years. Like it doesn't actually cover the real grit and shit that people go through. It's kind of like a fun, surfacey, shiny adventure.
I don't think I can speak on it because I've only seen it once and it was
Well,
so long that I
no.
don't remember.
Mid.
Some of the climactic moments in the lake were actually filmed in the swimming pool of the director McLaughlin's father.
Just like Jaws.
McLaughlin ruined the pool's filter in the process, and his dad is still fucking. Dude, the director of this movie, what's his name?
Yeah.
Tom McLaughlin. He can't go to Thanksgiving dinner without hearing about this pool filter from mom and dad. Hey, son, how's the movie business? Ruin anybody else's pool filters lately?
make enough money to fix my pool yet?
Filter's still broken. That's great.
You said you weren't going to bring this up, Dad. I don't know why he sounds like that. I'm sure that all these people are very old and maybe not even with us anymore, but let's just pretend that every Thanksgiving the McLaughlins have a very tough time. Um,
Pool is still broken.
I think Tom might still be with us.
yeah, you raise a child to do right by
Yeah.
you, putting gasoline all over your damn pool. I worked hard to put this pool in. Next thing you know, the filter's broken because of his little ring of fire. Mr. Movie Star, Mr. Hollywood.
Look- Looks like Jason lives, but the pool dies.
There you go.
There you-
Yeah. And quit putting your little thingy on the little vent. It's weird. You didn't do that in your parents' pool.
Why's that bed always broken?
I see you sitting on the bottom of the pool,
Yeah.
pearl diving.
Yeah.
I see you down there. What are you doing down there? Sorry.
What's going on down there? I don't believe I'm
You
on
hanging out with your friend Michael Myers.
down the sewer. Oh, look, you decided to join us for dinner, hun. It's your son, the big movie director, hanging out in the sewer, ruining the pool filters with Michael Myers all the time. This is so dumb. Are we done?
Yeah,
Have we
it's a
done
weird
enough?
episode.
I like
It was a
this.
weird episode.
I've had a lot of fun. I didn't really have much more.
It's just
I
a good,
enjoyed
fun
the movie.
watch.
Yeah, it's just a fun movie. It's just a fun Jason movie, and it's probably important to the series because of the introducing the zombie Jason, which became the Jason we know. and
You know
love
what I will
today.
say I love about these horror movies?
I agree.
They're always like 85 minutes. I love that. You're in, you're out, you have some fun, you eat a snack.
Yeah.
No prolonged
Yeah.
bullshit. No Christopher Nolan like Hour 6.
It's literally comforting, like something that you can kind of predict a little bit and enjoy and feel a little bit of terror, but also
Yeah.
other emotions. I think it's a fun watch. I would give it
Yeah.
I agree.
a good,
It is
yeah,
fun.
I'd give
And
it-
like I love 4, I love 7, I love 6. 8, I like Jason Takes Manhattan because that would be a fun one to do because there's an equal amount of absurdity in that movie.
It's got some really. I mean, one of my favorite Jason moments of all time is in Jason Takes Manhattan.
Mhm.
It equally is like looking. I mean, if I was a big fan of Jason when that movie came out, and I was like, "Holy shit, Jason Takes Manhattan," and then I watched the movie, and 75 minutes take place on a boat, and only the last 10 minutes take place in Manhattan, I would probably be annoyed at that. But it's funny. It's funny that's the. Like I watch it now. This is another one I watched with my mom last week. I was at my mom's and there was a Friday the 13th marathon on TV and we watched Jason Takes Manhattan and then we watched Jason Goes to Hell, and then we watched Friday the 13th Part 2. I was
Okay.
like, what? Okay. Literally in a row, we watched all. It was so weird. But anyway, yeah, that movie's got some really awful shit, but it's got some really fun, silly shit in it, and Jason looks cool in it.
Mhm.
I just had an interesting thought, but I guess so. For some reason, I had a weird deja vu, and I was like, I had this thought, and I don't think this is
Mhm.
true, but I had a deja vu that I was like, wait a minute, have we done this episode before? But I don't.
We have talked about it.
We
I
talked
think
about Friday
I think we zipped past it. I think we did it was part of a bunch of other ones that we were talking about, so we just kind of glossed over it.
So
That's what I recall.
I'm on our. Okay, this will just be a fun thing to do real quick. I'm on our podcast feed right now, and I'm looking up Friday the 13th.
Mhm.
10 years, we've only had it in our title 4 times. May of 2022,
Mhm.
Friday the 13th, new movie ideas. Boy, we must have had a lot of breaking news that week. Let's see what else. Maybe that's it. So maybe no, but I know we did a Nightmare on Elm Street. We did Child's Play. We've done Evil Dead.
Yeah, we've talked about a lot of these things. but-
And this was my second time seeing it. I definitely had seen it before. I recognized scenes.
I'm just glad we did this episode because I've been calling it Jason Lives the whole time. So
Jason Live.
hey everybody, welcome to
Hey,
Jason Live.
it's like a Jason Live is like an on ice show. It's Jason
Yeah,
Live.
yeah.
the Jason
It's at that
escapades.
the Sphere
It's at the
in
Sphere.
Vegas.
Oh, that would actually. I would love to see a Friday the 13th movie at
Yeah.
the Sphere.
Yeah.
It's like a musical.
Mm-hmm.
Megan, oh Megan, will Tommy get his supplies?
But Daddy, I love him. That's from The Little Mermaid,
There you go. All right, everybody. Well,
which
this
I've already referenced.
so here's the deal. Let's tee this up. It's been a very fun month. Hope
Yeah.
you guys are enjoying these episodes. We do have one more
Yeah.
episode of YHS coming up,
Mhm.
but we're not going to
Special episode.
special episode.
Mhm.
It probably will not drop on the traditional Monday, but we'll tease it out. You guys will know when to watch it and how to get it and all that. But it'll be fun, and I think it'll be related to some of the stuff we've been talking about over the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
We love our horror movies, and I've really enjoyed being able to go deep. I think I think the order we did this in was good because like Possession was, I mean, that is like some real deep dive analysis. Then Return of the Living
Psychological
Dead,
shit.
super fun. Exorcist 3, wild episode, really cool. And then and this was just like, I think this episode it kind of mimics the movie. It's just kind of fun and
Yeah, you end it with something kind of light and fun, and it's good.
I like
I had a
it.
good time. Yeah.
And as far as the Friday the 13th franchise goes, there's not been a live feature film since 2009, which is crazy. We know that Jason Universe is a thing,
Yeah.
and they are working on movies and games and Angry Orchards, and there's a prequel show coming out with Linda Cardellini. Maybe we'll meet Jason's dad.
Yeah, maybe.
Wow. Yeah. That Linda Cardellini just got me. That's cool.
Well, she's
I-
playing
I'm
Mrs.
interested.
Voorhees.
She's playing, Pamela Voorhees.
Okay, I might have heard that. I must have heard that. That sounds fantastic.
That's
She's
gonna
one
be
of my favorite
good.
people.
And
Mhm.
maybe, hey, it's a Freaks and Geeks reunion. Maybe James Franco will play Jason's dad.
Maybe he'll play Jason.
Dude, yeah, you can wear a mask the whole time.
Seth Rogen's going to play Jason's dad. He's like, I'm sorry.
Jason, my story.
I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with that kid, but I'm sorry. There's something wrong with that kid. Oh, anyways. Well, listen, guys, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being part of the Yes Have Some podcast journey going on 10 years. Hey, we got some fun stuff coming up. We got announcements. We've got projects. We've got things we're working on. We appreciate you being here every week. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that like button. Leave a review on Apple Podcasts. And let us know what you think of Friday the 13th, Part 6, Jason Lives. Where does it fit in the entire pantheon of Friday the 13th movies? I want to know. Because I think it's top 3 for me. Top 3 or 4. I don't know.
Ooh, yeah, could be.
I don't.
Yeah,
I'd
I
have
really
to
liked it.
I'd have to sit down and rewatch everything. Like I've seen a lot of them over and like there's a couple that I watch over and over, but I would have to sit down and watch all of them like in a week's time to rank them. You know what I mean? I would need fresh eyes on them all.
What that guy who does the song about one of those movies?
Yeah,
You're that artist, yeah.
What's his name?
it's Wolfie's Just Fine.
Wolfie's Just Fine. Which movie is
A
his
New
about?
Beginning. A
His
New
is about
Beginning.
5.
Yeah.
So 5's a
And
good
if anybody has, and hey, if anybody hasn't seen that, look up Wolfie's Just Fine, which is a Terminator 2 reference.
Terminator 2 quote. Yeah.
And he has a music video for A New Beginning, and it is such a good song, and the video is amazing. It is very, very good. Check his shit out. It's awesome.
Yeah.
one. Fuck yeah. Absolutely fucking
Hell
cool.
fucking yeah. And let us know in the comments if you'd like to see Jason live at the Sphere
On ice.
as written by YHS.
This Christmas.
It's a
'Cause we'd
prequel.
like to make that happen for you.
It's on ice. It's a prequel. It's when he was actually in a youth hockey league.
He
With his
doesn't
hockey
talk.
mask.
He doesn't talk except for when he sings, and he's got like a beautiful, like majestic voice. He's like the
yeah,
Phantom of the
yeah.
Opera.
Mother. We both said mother.
It's his only
Yeah,
word.
he's like this. He's like, mother, what will we do with these counselors? That's what you find out where that came from.
Kill her, mommy.
He's like,
The ice.
I really want to kill these counselors.
I'm obsessed with the idea
So
of
stupid.
him having a using his blade to like swipe kick somebody and
Oh.
kill them.
Oh.
I think that would be
He
so
just
Skate is his
sidekick.
yeah,
machete.
skate. Skate. That's what I say. Yeah, exactly.
He's like, hold on.
Skate kills.
He's like, I'm going to
I
kill.
just lost my headphones.
Hold on, I'm gonna sing this. One. This is gonna be good. This is gonna be a good one. Hold on, I'm about to sing the Jason musical right now.
Oh my
Let
god.
me see. Okay, I gotta wait till Jacob gets back. All right, Jacob.
I did a Jason kick and I lost my
I'm
headphones.
gonna do the Jason musical. This is one of the songs. This is one of the big numbers. It goes like this. It goes, Mother, what will we do with these counselors? Dun 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 dun. Dun. Then he goes, I'm gonna kill these counselors. Cha 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 cha. Change my mind, you won't.
That was really good, Craig.
Thank
That's
you.
Good
pretty
job.
yeah.
Yeah.
That was
And then
that was
and then
big.
the chorus goes, kill, change my mind. Da 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 da. Yeah.
He's got a top hat.
Yes. Fuck yeah.
All right, guys, this was
Ah,
fun.
take him a top head.
Bye,
Yeah, it's
everybody.
fun.
Do you want some coffee, Mr. Tully?
Do I? Yes, have some.
Yes, have some.